Была? О, хорошо. Так, теперь опять ссылку надо, да? Стрим в стриме, в стриме. Картинка в картинке, в картинке. Картинкой погоняем. Ой. Так, все. Да что ж такое? Так, мы ждем снова. Ждем, ждем. Привет, привет, привет.
Здорово, здорово.
А,
Что, Вита не смотрит?
не знаю, может, занята. Я скинула ссылку в канал, там кто хочет, тот и присоединяется. Кстати, прикольная штука, что там я выбрала и язык русский, но его тут нет. Ну, не в том, что это прям проблема, но просто забавно. Выбор без выбора. Не знаю, может, она придет. А тут это нужно камеру подключать, Лёша? Не обязательно. Нужна, да? Хорошо. Нет, я не ношу очки. Так. То есть мне нужно встать или сесть так, чтобы эта штука стала зеленой. Или мне надо в камеру смотреть? А почему она не отображает? Ты же меня как-то видишь? А, ну вот, fine, все правильно. А, или OBS. Вот это надо выбрать, да, наверное? Мгм. Я просто серый квадрат.
Настроишь?
Игра почему-то камеру не видит.
Игра не видит что?
В веб-камеру.
Когда ты в игру заходишь, камеру не видит?
Видишь, все равно. А,
В чем проблема с тобой?
Игра не видит веб-камеру. Да, да, но только серенький, серенький.
Подожди, дело не в камере. У тебя игра запускается. И что, тебя не видно?
Нет, а стримом все нормально, но в- в игре используется вебка, и она ее не видит почему-то. А может это, ну, из-за того, что, ну, стрим как-то мешает, может быть. Так, жду, Лёша, жду указаний. А,
А до запуска игры у тебя все окей? Скажи, ты не играешь.
Камера работает. А если без зрительного контакта все-таки? День нормально. Ну, правда, спала мало. Вот, но в целом нормально. А, и- Я могу попробовать перезайти, мало ли. Может, это поможет. А у тебя как день прошел? Запустите что-нибудь еще, использующее веб-камеру. Затем откройте его на экране. э, Затем закройте его на экране калибровки. Ой, ой, громко, 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 громко. Ака. И тут, знаешь, так, опа, Лёша, у нас завал. Видишь, все равно нет. А что мне использовать еще с камерой? Ну, могу, типа, зум запустить. Не знаю, если... Так, там вроде бы можно как-то... Ой. А где настройки? Что тут? Все поменялось? допустим. Чё? Выберите другую камеру в настройках. А в настройках в общих или здесь? Наверное, в общих. В настоящий момент приложение использует камеру. Параметры, измененные здесь, повлияют чуть на приложение и предварительный просмотр ниже. Я так поняла, стрим мне мешает. Да? А если отключить? Что будет? Ничего. По идее, он хочет какую-то другую, типа камеру, что ли. Ой, как бы тут тоже не... О! О! Странно. А там получилось. О! Видишь, без... Во. Обычную он видит. Вот. Так, сейчас попробуем еще раз. Ну, сейчас, по идее, это должно получиться. О! И... Да. А я уже тоже нашла, видишь?
Меня там уже не видно вот так.
А, не, это, ну, не знаю, сейчас. Тут нужно что-то настраивать? Эту чувствительность. И сколько сидеть надо так? Ну, моргание, ну, отслеживается. Я моргаю, оно блимает. Прикольно. Гандамал. Так. Сейчас я посмотрю. Чуть-чуть не для тебя. Вот это. Оп-оп. Половину тебя видно. Чуть меньше. Так, ну что, поехали. Ну тут, блин, это из серии оплачивать свой счет взгляда. Интересно, интересно.
Get away, you lucky fowls. That's mine.
Чайки.
Well, hello there, stranger. Whew. You're a real bright and shiny one, aren't you? I asked you for your name, but sadly you got no mouth to speak with, or hands to shake with, nose to look down with. So we're gonna have to find another way. See, what you'll find is, even though you're no longer in your body's still inside of you. If that makes any sense. So, if you understand what I'm saying, blink over my hand here. Ooh, well look at that. You're a blinking genius.
You're blinking
I knew you
genius.
were special. You see all them poor souls down there, lost in the waves? I didn't choose any of them. I chose you. See, I just sometimes get a sort of a hunch, or what's a better word? Notion? A better word than that. Premonition. A premonition when a soul's worth pulling up. Now you see that tower out there? Big, scary one? That's where I'm taking you to see the gatekeeper, to be judged. I'm gonna present your case, tell her the whole story of your entire life, from proud to stern. Now if she's impressed, I get paid the big coin, and you get yourself a spot in her magnificent city. If she ain't, well, I eat seagull for dinner again, and you, well,
Пришел вкусный чай, потом.
We don't have to worry about that. Find on these sickly waters. Oh, shut up, you trash birds. You had your chances. It wasn't my fault you were no good. Layabouts. Unsatisfactory. Clock watchers. I got some words for you. Sorry you had to hear that. Ooh. So sure, maybe I'm not the most verbose storyteller out there, but I know how to spin a yarn if I'm given something to work with. And that's where you come in. Your life. You're gonna show it to me. I want to see exactly what made you so absolutely great. So, just think back to the very beginning, the first thing that you can remember. I'm gonna send you there. But understand, no matter how much you like it, you're not gonna be able to stay, all right? Every time you blink, you're going to jump forward in time. Could be a second, could be 5 years. That's just how this thing works. Alrighty then. I hope he's ready for this. Now, the next time that you blink, I'm gonna send you back. Don't... And just try to enjoy it this time.
Look at that sun.
Солнышко.
We've got a long, beautiful day ahead of us. Why are you smiling like that?
А что, нельзя? Ну тут надо, короче, порой контролировать свою моргалку.
Let's go get you some seashells. What do you say?
Случайно моргнуть.
You see that big spiky plant over there? That's called an agave.
И
11
все проморгать. Ой.
The day really slipped away, didn't it? Oh well, days have a tendency to do that, I guess.
Okay, go ahead, kid. Look at that! There's your little hand.
We have to make him do this every birthday. Oh, you want to play along with Mommy, don't you?
Sounds good, honey!
I'm sending it to my mentor next week. It has to be perfect.
Well, sounds pretty perfect to me.
Yeah, what do you like about it?
What do I like about it? I like the music.
That's very specific.
I also like the person playing it.
Yeah, I heard that.
Я люблю ванну. Пузырики, пузырики. Ладно, покупались спать.
Look at his little face. What do you think he's thinking about?
I don't know. Probably solving the problems of the universe.
So, do you think he's going to be smart?
I don't see why not. I mean, we're both pretty smart.
Пропуск.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's going to be. Necessarily.
You're right. No. You're right.
No, it's not derivative. At least I didn't think it was. Do you think you could tell the other members of the selection committee what I just told you? Right. No, I'm sorry. I guess I just put a lot of expectation on this call. Okay, I understand.
И что, мне
Thank you for
начать
considering
заново?
my piece, John. It really means a lot.
Здесь? А, я поняла. Мне надо чуть как-то опуститься. Так, да, наверное?
Oh, that's sure a little mess of color. Hey, we do not throw things in this house. If you're mad that you aren't good enough yet, you'll just have to keep working at it. See? That used to be my piano. My dad gave it to me. He loved music. Fled his home country just to have a chance to pursue it.
Что, опять откалибровать? А, или это это старая сообщение.
God, he made me practice so much. I hated it at first.
Подходит. High school. Она в хоре пела.
Okay, Benny. Are you ready to see something really special?
Ой, прикольно.
I just don't want him to get attached. Richard,
What?
that's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
We can't keep him, can we? I mean, I'm pretty.
Ой, ты зайка. Пусть так.
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember? There you go. Doesn't that make you feel happy? Like you just want to jump up and down? Now what about C minor? You remember how to play that one? Very good. Just one note different. But that one sounds sad, doesn't it? Amazing what a difference one little change can make on how a person feels. Sort of like me and your little friend on your piano there.
She was in grad school studying composition. I never met anyone like her. I just prayed to God I could somehow keep up.
I think she liked that I was a professor. Gave me a certain gravitas in her eyes, you know, which I very quickly lost. God, she dragged me to so many places.
Egypt.
Wait, that's my piece. How did you figure out how to play that? Richard, are you hearing this?
What?
He's playing my piece. He must have figured it out by ear. I mean, I was a gifted kid, but he's...
Спасибо.
Oh God, I have my interview in 5 minutes and I completely forgot to feed him.
Don't worry, I already did.
For a moment, I forgot what a great... Excuse me, of course, sir. It's all organized into folders, sitting ready on my kitchen table. They will literally be on your desk when you get in. What could possibly happen to the files between now and tomorrow
Как будто бы
morning?
вырос.
We are fine.
Можешь наушники? Ой, это, перерыв. Да, он вырос. Спасибо. Спасибо.
When's he coming?
I'm flying him out in February, remember? You know, I think he was pretty surprised that I could actually afford to do that.
Hey, why not? You're a working woman now.
I guess that's true.
Don't let it go to your head, but yeah.
Спи, маленький.
Please let the cat know. It's time to use the litter box, though.
Ой, я случайно.
This is called a metronome. We use it to measure time so we don't get lost in the music. I want you to start using it before Grandpa comes to visit. You know, my father once told me, when I was about your age, the only way to fight against time is to create a work of genius, which might live on after you're gone. So I asked him, what about your children? Thinking, I might be a work of genius just as I was.
А тут рожица, кстати. Похож. На монашку.
He said, yes, I suppose. If you made a work of genius, I could live on through that as well. No such luck for me. But I do wonder what he'll think of. You really need to stay in time with the metronome, okay? Subdivide the time. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E.
There you go, buddy. Okay, now keep a firm grip on it, just like that. Oh my. Well, don't think you like that, pal. Sorry, buddy. Turn around, L,
Блин, оно
so
на
we can
паука
photograph
похоже.
you.
Вот это ножки, а вот это туловище.
really behind right now. Why don't you take photos in the backyard? It may not be interesting at first, but if you keep going back out there...
Блин, случайно. Продается дом.
Ernie!
Ernie!
Buddy!
Ernie!
Ernie!
Ernie, we need you!
God, no, what if you got eaten by a coyote?
My sinuses would be eternally indebted.
What did you just say?
No, I said I'm really worried. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty! So you're saying it's a coincidence that it disappears for weeks and then comes back with a huge belly?
But Ernie's a boy.
And you're sure about that?
I thought I was.
Uh-huh. And that was based on...
Pee-hole distance.
Say that one more time, sweetie.
Pee-hole distance from the butt. If it's further away or something, then it's one or the other.
And what was Ernie's?
I couldn't really tell.
Well, what are we talking about then? I'm still not understanding how you let this happen.
I don't know.
Вот это
I
неожиданно.
didn't think about it. It just
Раз, два, три,
just
четыре,
happened.
We just happened to find a stray cat in the alley. We keep it even though I hate cats. And now it just happens to pop out. He keeps coloring the grass blue, the ocean green, and then the sky red.
And what's wrong with that?
No, are you kidding? I love it. Were you able to pick up a new book?
Yes, the Manila Galleon, the particular interest.
I meant Benny's book.
Oh, yeah, got those two.
Insanely expensive, right?
Well, can't put a price on learning.
I mean, they did. And it's stupidly big. I know, it seems impossible that you could ever play something so complex, but just take it one day at a time. Trust me. You're really getting there, honey. Next week we'll start working on your other hand. Listen to him, Richard. I'm enlisting him in that competition.
I thought you said competitions took the joy out of playing music.
Not if you win.
Ой,
The quiz said find the zero, and he just drew an arrow pointing to it.
Well, what's wrong with that?
I mean, everything is wrong with that.
сложно контролировать свои моргания. Один стал другой.
Congratulations, B! First of many, I'd assume.
I want that box full by the time I come in there. If you don't play with it anymore, we're getting rid of it.
This isn't my house. It's not my house.
Right, it's my house.
Fall back, you fool. I'll have your heads. I'll feed them to the cat.
Marty, I'll play inside. It's late.
Maybe if you actually got... Hey, you. Yeah, you. Come over here. Yes, Mr. Camera Boy, I'm talking to you. Why are you always out here taking photos? You know, if you really want to take a photo of something cool, you should take a photo of this.
Chloe! Chloe!
Oh shoot. I think I gotta go.
Quiet, everyone. Benny's about to play for us.
Oh, he's unbelievable. My God, I didn't realize our head of accounting was raising a musical prodigy.
Didn't you used to be a composer yourself, Elle?
No, I don't know if I'd say that.
But you used to write your own music, right?
Yeah, but I haven't done that in years. Not since he was 4 or 5 years old.
And what do you do, Richard?
He's a professor.
Of what?
Well, no one really knows.
No, I mean, what's his field?
It's maritime archaeology.
Very cool.
The class is world history. My name is Mr. Isaac. The class will be broken up into
Hey, you.
units. In each unit, we will study
Look on your desk. I wrote you something.
everything we need to know about these civilizations. Well, it depends. If you're asking Egyptologists how much you need to know about Egypt. This is a quote. I want each of you to write it down. Not doodle on the sidelines, not stare off into space.
Я так тоже хочу.
Now I will go on to the next slide.
Взял, перебил.
Chloe, tell me, what did the quote say?
Right, I definitely know this.
You were taking notes, weren't you, Chloe?
Oh yes, of course. Come on, dude. Help me out.
Come on, Chloe. We're all waiting.
Блин.
I tried to convince your father not to buy you that thing, but he insisted. Half suspect he bought it for himself. The little guys are pretty cute, though. I will admit that. Oh, I want the job of whoever gets paid to think of that crap.
I've definitely seen you next door, but I didn't realize you guys had become friends.
Oh sure. We sit together in history class. I don't know what I'd do without old Benny.
Very sweet. Thank you for playing this game with him.
You are not my friend, by the way. Since you refused to help me in class, I decided our relationship is purely transactional. Okay, shut up. I really want this one. Maybe I'll use Tickle Stick. Whoa, that's a pretty good drawing. You should draw pictures of more different stuff. Not.
Блин.
It's called a magnet school.
Тут надо, короче, сидеть вот так. Со спичками в глазах.
It's about an hour away in a town called Burton. I know the change can be scary, but I just want you to go in and meet the dean I spoke with. You know, life can take you to some incredible places if you're really, really good at something. It's just, you've had so much trouble making friends at Playco. I want you at a place where people really get you.
So what do you think, Benjamin? You think you could excel in that sort of an environment?
Sorry, he gets very shy.
Oh, not to worry. If he's as gifted as you say he is, shyness is no problem. Why don't you two come back closer to the end of the year for an audition? We'll get a few pieces that you can have him start learning. I'm eager to hear what your son is capable of. So, I understand you were a musician yourself.
пока прервусь, но не перебиваю. Да я стараюсь. Сейчас чуть-чуть отдохну. Ой. Тут прям надо контролировать свои глаза.
As you can see, there are some very fast runs in there, and a lot of stuff I've not taught you properly yet. So no pressure. I just want you to try, and we can see if you start enjoying it. Just like to see you really rise to the occasion, just this once. I wish I had the option of going to a school like that when I was your age. I wouldn't be working this boring job or living in this boring town, I'll tell you that. What was that? Was that the piece?
Прикольно.
What is going on with you these days? I barely know whose kid you're supposed to be. Oh my God, Benny! What are you thinking? You could have killed us.
Он Эрни или Бенни? Я что-то не поняла. Прослушивание. Но глаза это, напрягаются немножко.
Don't answer that, Ben. You can talk to your friend after you practice.
Да тебе надо, ты и занимайся своей музыкой.
Oh my God. Is she really calling you again? What, is she obsessed with you?
So listen, I found a construct.
What are you doing? I explicitly asked you not to pick up the phone.
Oh, he's fine. Let's talk to her.
Oh, what do you know about anything that's going on right now?
Okay, you know, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't raise your voice like that.
Well, then don't stick your nose into things that you're completely checked out of.
Okay.
Man, did I just cause a fight with your parents? I'm sorry, dude. But you should also cherish these moments. My mom and dad used to fight, and I would always hate it, but now I actually miss it a lot. Anyway, so basically across the board, crustacean types perform well against mollusk types. So we got to be leaning on lobster a lot more in these reef battles. Then, once we get to the trench, we'll be facing what they call craniate.
Блин.
Anubis, in the presence of Ma'at, who you remember is the goddess of truth and justice, would weigh the deceased soul against a feather, determining whether it was worthy of entering into her land of the dead. And what if they are deemed unworthy? Well, you can see that ugly fur ball under the scale? That is
Mr. Kid.
She's got.
Over here.
And yes, that's a she.
Yes.
The head of a crocodile, fur of a lion, see, and the body of a hippopotamus, though I would not say that to her face. Now, as you can see, she is ready to devour any of the deceased who do not pass judgment. Sort of like me with your weekly quizzes. So I am not quite sure why I don't hear more frantic scribbling right now.
Ew, why is he so scared looking. Okay, I'll call you when I'm leaving my house. You better pick up my call, dude.
Slightly worried about having him change
уже
schools
день.
just as he's starting to make friends.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only reason she keeps coming here is to play that game you bought for him.
Okay, listen, I don't claim to understand the motives of shoulder back.
Benny has a chance here. A real chance to be really good at something. I mean this with no offense at all. But I don't think you actually really understand what that is.
А.
Lights out. You need to be rested for
отсюда,
tomorrow. Memory consolidates when you're asleep. So if you go to sleep now, you will awaken a master. Trust me.
Richard, tell your son to turn the lights off.
Benny, Mom says turn the lights off.
Not Mom says, you say.
Wow, didn't think you'd actually pick up. I mistook you for a baby. I apologize. Okay, so meet me out in the alley in T-minus now, okay? Chloe, out.
You know, I'm really glad you're here. There's something I've been meaning to talk to you about.
О, это созвездие.
Or to get off my chest. Okay. I don't think Kongsters is actually a really good game. My cousin Yoon, he was in town this weekend, and he was explaining how it's actually a ripoff of a really good Japanese game. He calls it a cash grab. So I'm sorry that I made you like it because it's actually a terrible game. But I also think that if it was a really good game, maybe we wouldn't have enjoyed playing it as much. We would have been so focused on how good it was and not the feelings we had while we were playing it.
Probably didn't sleep at all. Out in the cold all night. You're already feeling sick, aren't you? It's okay, you still got this. I mean, all the practice had to count for something. Maybe just try and close your eyes now and get...
Да, блин.
In your own time, Benjamin, we are very excited to hear. Okay, I think that's enough. So, Benjamin, why don't we plan on having you come back next year again, once you've had a bit more time to practice, yes? As you know, Burton isn't the right fit for every student, and I wish you the best of luck on your path.
Maybe I pushed you too hard. Maybe I turned into my own father. I don't know. You have to find something to focus on. The world isn't very kind to people who aren't really good at something.
We want him home from school for a while. Just until this nasty thing clears. Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office? There's a small clerical thing I need you to look at before I can let you two go.
Oh, yes, of course. I'll be right back, Benny, okay?
Just maybe 5 minutes, kiddo, okay?
It's a crucial time in its development. You can be confined to a room.
Not a hero, not mine. We gotta go. Does anybody know?
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school.
Еще раз откалибровать. А.
Still say no.
Hey, Pete! Dinner's ready! Pete! You hear me? What's he doing?
He's drawing. He's becoming completely obsessed.
Why isn't your son eating this, Al? No. You mean young Vincent? Well, ever since he got sick, all he does is hoop.
And Mr. Benjamin Bryn has been awarded first place.
I really gotta thank you for this, Benny. Emma Bills is so pissed that weird camera kid won over.
You are not here to learn to be painters. You are here to learn to be artists. And although I was hired to teach you, it is a sham. There is no teaching art. So don't just sit there slack-jawed. Make art, you ponies! Oh.
Oh, how very wacky and fun these are.
О, Господи. Что? Ржака.
It's very zany, very kitsch. Lucky for you, the world is always in need of more greeting card artists.
А что, опять?
There you go, Mr. Bryn. Feel each shape.
Ну, кстати, прикольно, мне такое нравится.
Oh, you fiend!
I want you all to take a long look at what Mr. Bryn has done here. You see, he has reached down deep within himself and created a masterpiece.
I'm stunned. The ironic sincerity of this piece is so sincerely ironic.
He's flipped the discourse so thoroughly, I'm actually dizzy.
Ценители, ценители.
I know that lots of agents gave you lots of cards, and it all probably feels weird and alienating and the opposite of what being a starving artist is supposed to feel like. But if I can teach you one thing, it's that if opportunity knocks, you open the door. Making a living isn't selling out. I wish I had thought of it that way.
Benjamin! Marvelous show last week. Truly stunning. I've never been prouder. One little thing. A birdie told me that Elba Pressenhuber gave you her card. Now, I want you to cut that card into little pieces and feed it to an alley cat. Elba Pressenhuber is not in the business of the arts. Elba Pressenhuber is in the business.
Don't worry. You're not selling your soul. Well, look at that. You've crumpled my...
The best of us are. So, now that you've grown your wings, tell me, young master, where will you fly? May I suggest somewhere abroad? This American air can be stifling.
Honey, stop. Is that Benjamin Brin?
Oh my gosh. I think it is.
Of all places.
I bet you're happy you threw that contract in her face now. You didn't sell out, and you still got rich. Oh, but listen to me, Benjamin. Now is the single most important moment in your entire career. Collectors, curators, how we all love a rising star, and how bored we become once it's settled. Keep rising, Benjamin.
Hey, Ben. Don't even pick up this call, okay? I mean it. I'm just calling to inform you that I went to the doctor today, and, well, I'm gonna be a little sick for a while, but really, I don't want you worrying about it at all. You're such... Oh, Benny, I told you not to pick up. There's nothing you can do for me right now.
But that's enough from me. Now, you'll hear from the person who... Go on, B. Say something. What's wrong?
Hey, you. As you know, I talk to big, very important people every day. And there's one thing that everybody is asking. You are a snake. You're a fraud. But worst of all, Benjamin, you're a little tease. I have told the world that Benjamin Brain is a genius. I have told the world that Benjamin Brain is silent because Benjamin Brain is hard at work creating his greatest work yet. But you are doing nothing! The world has forgotten you, Benjamin! They have moved on! And I have moved on too. You have broken my heart.
Hey, B. Just calling to tell you. I think I'm selling the house. She's everywhere here, son. I can't move without bumping into her. And then I just find myself breaking down again.
Take whatever you want. With your mother gone, I'm hoping to finally live without all the clutter. I'm just so glad you got to speak to her one last time. I mean, I know she told you not to pick up the phone, but, well, I'm just so happy that you did. She just wanted you to focus on your work. Look. It's unbelievable, Benny. It's like she's standing in the room with us. Like I can see her in the paint. I can feel her.
Is that really you? It's Chloe, your neighbor. My God, I can't believe this. It's been years. I just walked through the entire show. It's unbelievable. I'd love to walk through it again with you. I mean, if you were down for that. I just can't believe that my entire childhood, I was living next to a bona fide genius. I should have guessed. And your mom. I always heard her playing piano from next door, but I didn't know she wrote the actual music. She was a genius. Like mother, like son, I guess. Hey, so, not to be forward, but what are you doing after this? Maybe we could get a drink or something? I'd really love to catch up. I can't believe everything that's happened to you. I want to hear all about it.
Now would you look at that? I cannot believe my luck. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! You finally hit the jackpot, Flapjack. All the nobody nothings dying every day. You finally sink your hook into a... Whoa! Well, there you are. Well, hello, sir. If I had realized, I would have cleaned up. I'm just used to fishing up a different class of soul. I mean, sure, I've had scientists, a couple college athletes here or there, but whew, an internationally renowned painter.
Еще чуть-чуть придохну. Ой. Ах. Ну, устаешь чуть-чуть от такого. Но в целом прикольно.
У него игры все такие,
Вот.
я устаю.
Но правда, ну да, но правда, все равно сложно полноценно вникать и именно погружаться полноценно в саму игру. Вот. И держать глаза. Ну, как концентрация. Сюжет, ну, на самом деле, классный, то есть, ну, такой, поучающий даже, ну, я бы сказала.
Видишь, эти игры сами, вот там.
Так, к нам кто-то еще присоединился. Ой.
Приветствую тебя, гость.
Но прикольно. Прикольно. А вы что думали? Играть это просто? Не думала, что это просто. Но никогда не встречала, ну, вот, что-то подобное в плане вот, ну, с морганием. Угу.
Можно я с тобой постою, постою, можно я с тобой?
A test run. Maybe you help me out with the word choice, since, you know, I'm still working on that. See if I'm getting all the strokes right, the proper... Adrift. Forget about it. All right, here we go. Gatekeeper! Before you stands the soul of a great man. Now, would you describe yourself as a happy kid or a lonely one? His childhood was a lonely one, growing up as a strange, quiet child in an isolated seaside town. What'd you say your mom was? A composer?
Можно я с тобой постою,
Вылетел.
постою? Можно я с тобой постою?
Woo-hoo-hoo! You finally hit the jackpot! But nothing's dying every day. You finally sink your hook into a... Oh! Well, there you are. Well, hello, sir. If I had realized, I would have cleaned up. I'm just used to fishing up a different class of soul. I mean, sure, I've had scientists, a couple college athletes here or there, but whew, an internationally renowned painter? The gatekeeper's gonna eat you up. Hey, speaking of that, why don't we give your story a test run? Maybe you help me out with the word choice, since, you know, I'm still working on that. See if I'm getting all the strokes right, the proper composition, if you catch my drift. Forget about it. All right, here we go. Gatekeeper! Before you stands the soul of a great man. Now, would you describe yourself as a happy kid or a lonely one? His childhood was a happy one, growing up in a loving home raised by loving parents in a quaint village by the sea. And, What'd you say your mom was? A composer or an accountant? His mother was a composer who, with the need to support her family, took a job as an accountant. Now, how would you describe her as a teacher? More encouraging or demanding? Kind of like your champion. Therefore, as his piano teacher, she was over-demanding, forcing him to practice day in and day out, hoping that he might one day achieve that greatness that she never could. And how about that neighbor girl? What was she to you? Was she your best friend or your first love? Now be honest here. Don't be bashful, man. You can tell me. But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball, staying up all night with his first love and blowing it the next day. Now, from that moment forward, his mother gave up on him. She knew he didn't have what it took to be a truly great musician. But little did she know, she just picked the wrong medium, right? See, when he was 12 years old, he got sick. And he had to stay inside for an entire year. And in that year, he rediscovered a talent he'd forgotten. Painting. Sure, he loved finger painting as a child. Color and shape were the first languages he learned to speak. But for the first time, he saw it in a more serious light. He was accepted into an exclusive art school where he caught the eye of an esteemed professor who launched his work into the national spotlight. Now be quiet, all of you. With expectations on his career mounting, he stalled himself into bankruptcy, which turned out to be a blessing, for it wasn't until he returned home to the house he grew up in that he began work on what would ultimately be considered his masterpiece. I said shut up, you scumballs! You lucky fowls! All right! I get it! I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. I had assumed as much anyway. I should probably tell you, those things, they're not regular gulls. They're lyre birds. They're what becomes of souls who try to lie to the gatekeeper. And once they try that, they're never allowed near her city again. I get to feeling bad for not defending them right, so they just stay on with me. Living reminders of my oratory shortcomings. Oh, yeah, good thinking. I'll be...
Давай, откалибруем. Нормально.
Восприми правильно. Восприми правильно.
Back to get you once I'm done with this one. Hopefully you won't be seeing him again. You're a flea-bitten sap, you know that? Just look at him. Poor fool doesn't know what he's in for. Don't think that I haven't dealt with people like you. You're ashamed of something. Something so terrible, you're trying to blink right past it. Because if the gatekeeper knew, she'd have to dream up fresh new hells to punish someone as worthless as you. And I'm sure you're right. I'm sure you're the rottenest soul that I ever fished out of that black muck. And I should have thrown you back and sanitized my paw as soon as I laid eyes on you. But it's too late for that. We're in this together. And the gatekeeper, she'll see right through your fake lies as if they were glass. So I'm gonna ask you again to start from the very beginning. And this time, I want the truth. This ain't a schoolyard staring contest, buddy. You best close those beady little eyes of yours before we run out of time.
The day really slipped away, didn't it? Oh well, days have a tendency
Not this.
to do that, I guess. Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember?
Come on, keep blinking. I haven't found it yet.
Doesn't that make you feel happy? You know, my father once told me when
This. Stay here. What did your mother hear on that phone call? Keep your eyes open. I need to see.
Не могу. Не хочется моргнуть.
I'm getting it. Hello? Yes, of course. This is Elle, his daughter.
What is it?
See, she knew she hadn't yet lived up to her father's expectations. And now, she never could. Let's keep going.
You really need to stay in time with the metronome, okay?
You were a prodigal talent. I get it. Let's move.
One knee in it. We're eternally indebted.
What did you just say?
This isn't a trip down memory lane. I need you to stay focused.
God, honey, I'm worried too. Ernie! Kid!
Yes, I understand about the cat. Let's keep going. Let's try this again.
Давай. Блин.
Keep your eyes open.
Я стараюсь. Мне глаза слезать.
The death of those cats must have taught you a terrifying lesson. That simply being alive wasn't enough. So then you went to work to make yourself sensational.
Listen to him, Richard. I'm enlisting him in that competition.
I thought you said competition.
I like hanging out with you a lot, which is weird because after what happened with my mom, I never like hanging out with anyone.
I know you want to stay here, man, but we don't have the time.
So this has...
I'm not worried about who you are, Benny. I'm worried about who you're going to become.
I get all this. We need to move.
Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office?
Come on, keep blinking.
We can focus him. Make sure he's staying engaged.
Can we please try to speak a little softer?
And one more time.
Staying engaged.
Can we please try to speak a little softer?
I need to hear what they're saying. Really try to recall it. Try closing your eyes. It might help you remember.
I mean, what's the point?
What do you mean? What's the point? What does that mean?
What's the point of any of it? If he's never gonna get any better.
Okay. Let's not say that. Okay? We know we don't mean it.
I know I don't. I know.
I mean, what if he heard one of us saying something like that?
I'd never forgive myself.
It's okay. He's asleep. But it's okay.
I see. You got sick. You howled at the moon, at the top of your lungs. You were sick for a long time, weren't you? Sicker than healthy kids are supposed to get? Well, no matter how painful it gets, I need you to remember. We're almost at the end of
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school. Try writing with it. Well, hello, Benny. It was your grandfather's, but I used it in college to write lyrics. Exactly. It was very artsy. Actually, I was just good at fooling your dad. Made him think I was some kind of genius. Why don't you write the story of your life so far? And then what you're going to do once you get better. That's the story I want to hear. Story of who you're going to become, okay?
Man, this is wild. You really got into this, didn't you? But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball, staying up all night with his first love and blowing it the next day. First love? Okay, Benny. And you know, we really could have just slept on the beach another night. But I'm also glad we didn't because, well, another night wouldn't be the same night, if that makes sense. Okay, back to the story. He'd loved finger painting as a child. Color and shape were the first languages he learned to speak. Man, you take your doodle seriously. I did not realize, but I respect it. I respect it, I do.
You are going to be in there for about 30 minutes, so try to get comfortable. You're doing great, buddy. Just a little longer, okay?
Knock, knock. You're gonna be so annoyed with me, but I couldn't help but overhear Chloe reading loud from what I think was your story the other night. I know. I promised myself I wouldn't eavesdrop, but I would really love to read it if you'd let me. What do you say? You know I'm such a big fan of anything you do. Can't.
Go in there and tell him you loved it.
I'm sorry, I just can't. Not right now.
Okay, don't worry. Just go to bed. I'll talk to you. Hey, B. Just want you to know that Mom loved your story. She's just, I think it was just very emotional for her to read. But I thought it was great. I mean, look at this. His childhood was a happy one. Growing up in a loving home, raised by loving parents in a quaint village by the sea. I'm certainly glad you.
So if he's ever in pain, all he needs to do is press that red button and the drug will administer itself.
Thank you so much. You know, I know my wife would normally want to thank you herself.
No, I understand. It hits mothers the hardest, this sort of thing.
Thank you for understanding. It's been a rough one. Hey, Eddie. Yeah, hey man, it's Richard. Listen, I know Elle's been missing in action, but I just want you to understand things have taken a really bad turn here. Yeah, no, that's not going to be possible. To be honest, your whole tone is pissing me off right now. Yes, I understand you have a business to run. It's a very cliche thing to say to me in a time like this. Okay.
Hey, this isn't funny, you know. What, you're too scared to talk to me? Well, just so you know you're faking. Because if you were really sick, like actually sick, you'd have told me already. I happen to actually know about this stuff. So the fact that you are fake.
I remember when you were just 4 years old. Mom was going through a pretty tough time. I mean, not as tough as now, but yeah, her music had been rejected, and she's having trouble adjusting to her quiet little life out here, and I feared that I was losing her. But then you played this on the piano, and just your little hands reaching up for the keys. She just couldn't believe how gifted you were. And once she heard that, well, it was like you brought her right back to me. So, I was wondering if maybe you could do that trick again. Try closing your eyes. See if you can remember.
Wait, that's my bass. How did you figure out how to play that?
Keep playing, B. She's listening. What are you doing, Elle? She's gonna make you sick.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just so happy she's here. We've got to show this cat some real love. She's been through more than we can even imagine. She hasn't been over. Like, she didn't even care to visit?
No, I mean, I don't think he's told her.
And you're just letting that be?
I don't know her step. You know how Benny is.
She lost her mother a year ago. You knew that, right?
No, but what does that have to do with...
Okay, do we have her dad's number?
I don't know. Check the book.
Okay, I'm calling now.
Honey.
Oh my god, you're an idiot. You do realize this is really nothing special to me. I've seen this all before. I was thinking about what you said in the story the other day and how I reacted to it. I feel kind of bad. I shouldn't have done that. But... Hey! What are you looking at? Don't Don't look up there. Look at me. I'm talking to you. I want to give you something, but I think I don't want to be in the room when you see what it is. So maybe if you close your eyes, I can give it to you and I'm gonna leave. Close your eyes now, okay?
What is that?
It's something new I'm working on.
So you're writing again?
Ah, it's just a melody that came to me. It feels good to play it.
It's sad.
Yeah, well, that would make sense. But do you like it?
I mean, yeah. I love everything you do.
What do you like about it?
Not this old trap.
Go on. I'm waiting.
Well, it made me feel like if the unspeakable darkness I'm carrying can be so well expressed, maybe it's not so unspeakable. Nailed it, didn't I?
Yeah. I mean, that was pretty good.
It's okay, Benny, I understand. There's no need to show me anymore.
No, Richard, it's like I can't breathe. Like there's this clamp on my chest.
You know, for a while now, I've wondered if I'm just not a good enough storyteller. If I just don't have grand enough words, can't tell grand enough stories. But grand words and stories, I think they may be overrated. I know just what to tell her. Watch for her now. I've seen the gatekeeper take many forms depending on the soul I bring her. But once you see her, you'll know. Believe me. I should go get ready. Don't worry. We got this. I think. There she is. Wish me luck.
Gatekeeper, before you sits the soul of a child who died before he could grow old.
That means she's ready to hear your story.
You know, I never told you how much I loved your story. It's really so imaginative, and the person you wrote about is such an interesting and intense guy. My only issue was, well, I didn't like him very much. So, I wanted to read you something I wrote for you, which is about the Benny I've known for 11 years now. It's called The Great Life of Benjamin Bryn. Benjamin Bryn was born into an ordinary home, to an ordinary mother and father in
a small town by the sea. His mother was a composer, or at least that's what she dreamed she'd be. So, when her own dreams didn't pan out, she began to dream for him. But then, when he was just 11 years old, he got sick and was forced to stay inside for an entire year. And in that year, he began to worry that he hadn't lived enough. So he made up a story of the great life he thought he wanted to live,
which only made him forget the great life he already had. How he had filled a new home with light and joy and promise. How he met a girl, his neighbor, who felt all alone in the world and made her feel okay again. And how, even when he was sick, he still gave his parents hope.
how he reminded them of exactly who they were after they had almost forgotten. So when he was going to go, he was
okay. Because he'd already lived a great life, a full life. And he was everything he needed to be, just as he was.
She accepts. Close your eyes now, and keep them closed. She's gonna let you in. Go on. You know what to do.
Why is he smiling like that?
It must be somewhere that he likes.
I wanna be somebody. Me 2.0 for you. And when you meet somebody, you're gonna feel the same way I do. I'm gonna say I love you before you say I'm gone. And when that chance comes through, I'm gonna prove you wrong. In a market, in a desert, you'll remember why you came here. There's a couple pictures of you laughing, gripped tight to raffle tickets. I've got memories, but I'm slipping. You left some people in here wondering if you'll stay here or not. to feel the same. And without him, you'll be thinking he'll have pictures in his wallet. There's a couple pictures of you laughing, tied to raffle tickets. I've got memories, but I'm slipping. You left some people in here wondering if you'll stay here or not.
Интерактив. Впечатляет. Сюжет тоже. Энджи Цой. Это, видимо, кореянка из СНГ. Иначе было бы написано по-другому. Старалась держаться, иногда случайно. Просто раз моргнула. А потом еще раз случайно моргнула. И так дальше. Погрузиться, ну, вот из того, что надо было себя контролировать и вникать, вот, и тут еще Артём пел на фоне, вот. Но все равно было классно. Спасибо за игру. Релиз. Удобно. Ну, игра типа закончилась. Она коротенькая. Рад был оказаться на столь восхитительном стриме. Сердечко, сердечко. Да, очень интересно. Я тоже рада, что вы присоединились к моему стриму. Говори еще а что играть. Вот. Она, наверное, заходила, но так как тут было, ну, скучновато, может быть, ну, в том плане же я ничего не говорила. Вот. Либо это не она заходила. Не знаю. Ну, наверное, да, поздоровалась. Я не знаю. А может, это Женя был? Трехушник. Сошел и вышел. Вот. Ну, занятая она. Следующее будет менее неординарное. Хорошо. Хорошо. Пусть будет менее неординарно. Ужасное сочетание слов. Так. Будем заканчивать. Спасибо за компанию. Хорошего вечера. Пока.